Thanks, Doc. Isn't the band great? So welcome back, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the show so far. Now, our next guest was supposed to be Burt Reynolds, but during the break, I was informed that he died a couple years ago, so apparently he's not available, which leaves me a little bit of time to kill. No pun intended. Sorry, Burt. So I thought I'd talk to you here about something. Now, I I feel like I already did a video about this, but I was looking and I didn't see one, so forgive me if I did talk about this already. Hopefully, I'll think of other things this time that so it won't be as repetitive. Anyway, uh, it's, it's another thought about parenting, which I'm an expert on, and also the gays, which are always fun to talk about. Uh, and I got I just thought of a couple of great rainbow stories. Speaking of the gays, but I'm not sure I'm enabled to tell the one, so I'll have to check the copyrights on that and get back to you. Remind me of that. Anyway, but what I was going to talk about, I watch a lot of the singing competition shows, and a lot of times before the people audition, they will interview them backstage. And there are so many times I've seen where the person will say that they grew up in a strict religious family, or sometimes it's got nothing to do with religion, but they'll say, so I came out to my parents when I was 18, and they kicked me out of the house, and I haven't talked to them in 8 years or something. And I always just think that's ridiculous. You know, it seems like if you love your kids, it's not going to matter who they sleep with. But even more so on that, there's some something else I think of. Uh, Besides the fact, if you haven't seen my video called "Mom and the Gays," you got to watch that one because this is on the same subject, but from a different angle. Anyway, one of the things I always think of is I've got a friend named Danny. Danny's a girl, and Danny happens to like girls. And a few years ago, when Danny first started dating the beautiful and perfect Bree, she posted a picture on Facebook of the two of them together. And I swear to God, even through the photograph, there was this glow coming from Danny. She was so happy and in love. And I remember at the time looking at that and thinking, how could any parent see their daughter have that look on their face and not be happy about how it got there, no matter who put it there? You know, whether it was another woman or a guy or what. It seems like if you saw your child that you're supposed to love being that happy about something, that's all that would matter to you. And I just don't understand parents who don't see that. I don't know. Somebody somebody explain that to me. Uh you know, this looks like it's going to be a kind of short video because I can't really think of anything else along those lines. I sure wish I could insert the rainbow story here because I know you'd like it. And like I said, I'll check the copyrights on that one and get back to you. And if you see a video with the title something about rainbows, you'll know that's the one I'm talking about. Here, I'll attach a quick unrelated story to this that I love. It has to do with, I won't name her, but one of my blonde nieces that lives in New York. When she was, I don't know, I think probably a young teenager, maybe still in middle school. Now, when I say my blonde niece, she always proved to be really blonde. Think of a blonde joke, that was her. Somehow an honors student in school, maybe not so much in life. Anyway, one day her and her mother went to the grocery store. And you know how they always have the magazines and pamphlets and things at the checkout? And they had a little book there, a recipe book, and it was recipes for slow cookers. And this blonde niece, she looked at that and she went, "Oh, that's not nice. Why did they do that?" She thought by slow cookers they were making a derogatory comment. You know how they'll say somebody's a little slow? Like I said, she's blonde. She lives up to it. But there's a second part to this story. This blonde niece, who I don't want to say too much about, I'm not going to say her name, and I don't want to give too many clues because then people will guess who she is if they know us. But she's got 4 kids now of her own. The oldest is 13. But anyway, and they're homeschooled up there in New York near Margaretville. And last week, I saw there's a book called The Constitution for Dummies. You know, there's that whole dummy series. They're actually good books. They explain things well. And I thought, oh, this would be perfect for her kids, you know, being homeschooled. Plus, as you know, I'm a big fan of the Constitution. So I sent it to her via Amazon. And one thing I learned not long ago that surprised me is when you send stuff to people from Amazon, it basically comes anonymous. I always used to think there'd be a packing slip in there and it would say, you know, like purchased by, but it doesn't. People have to guess who it's from. So this package came from Amazon and they gathered around to see what it was, and they open it up and it says Constitution for Dummies. And her kids are going, "Who sent us that? This is mean. What are they doing? Why would they say this about us?" So basically, as my niece said, she goes, "Yep, these are my kids." Anyway, that one had nothing to do with being gay, but what the heck. I'll see you next time.